Hi, this is Sharon at fitinfun.com, and I'm talking about my process right now to get up the courage to actually write and complete this short story collection that I've committed to doing. And the reason I'm making this video is that today I had my yard sale, and it was extremely stressful the last few days just to get ready for it. Not in a bad way, but I didn't sleep much, I'm tired, etc. And I had a nap after the yard sale and got up and took a bike ride on the beach, or near the beach, for about an hour, longer than I normally would do that. And I was just trying to, clear my head, etc. And I was thinking about writing these short stories, and they're mostly written, but compiling them, rereading them, going through them. And that's, for anybody, if you're going through your old life, it's hard. But what really hit me is I am definitely scared and nervous about this project, because when I started to think about it, the first thing that came to mind was all the reasons why I shouldn't do it and I can't do it. And, right there we're in my excuses again. Whenever I hear the word can't, I have my little feelers go out, like, what are you telling yourself now? But, yeah, I'm really, really nervous, and this is just like pulling pieces out of my soul, I think. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what that is in another video, but this one is the one about the courage. And these are the items that are the things that I'm doing to try to keep my courage up. The first one I'm going to hold close to my heart is that last night, right in the middle of yard sale preparations, my son decided to come and visit for a little bit, and I had to take that break because I rarely see him. I don't know where he lives right now, and if I see him, I'm going to try to see what's going on. And this was the first mention I had a chance to tell him that I'm doing this. And if you've listened to my other videos, these stories were written because he asked me to write them, not because I thought I would publish them, because I thought, like, if I died, he'd have them. Because there was a lot of years of our life that was an issue. So, and really, parents, it's always an issue. If you get in your car and drive away from your kids, you could be killed by another car in any time. So it's not just me that's sick all the time. This can happen to anybody. So, I've made the attempt to write them, and last night when I was telling him these are the things I'm doing, that was on the list, and I said, hey, I'm finally going to work on those stories, and I've made this decision. I'm going to get 10 of them, and I'm going to write them, and they're going to be dedicated to my dad, and I'm really on the project, and I'm so excited. And his response was worth everything. Like, he was just like, oh, aren't those the stories you wrote because of me? Like, right there. I mean, we don't even get along, so I could tell he was thrilled to even hear that something would happen out of these. And then when I explained it further and talked about some of the development that I've done on it, because he knows some of these stories now. I mean, it's not like I've been hiding them. Like, you can read them when I'm dead. I've used this process for other things. So, I was describing certain of the things, and then there was a story I told him that he didn't hear before, and he was pretty impressed with that one. And so that went really great, and it's definitely giving me courage to go forward. The second thing I'm doing is I'm listening to the music of the time. So when I'm doing a story of the 80s, I try to think, like, what were you listening to then? And I'm pulling that music up and actually putting it on YouTube and listening to it while I'm thinking of that particular story. And that's really been interesting for what it's done to my brain. And I think it's helped my creativity. Finally, my helper is Camille Pissarro, and I think that's probably why you're getting all these art videos, because you're hearing me talk and say, like, here's what I see, here's a picture, here's something about Pissarro. You're not here when I'm sitting here staring at that picture and thinking and trying to get my courage to go. So it's definitely, I'm so lucky I have him to help me, and that's going to keep me going, I'm sure of it. And my next video, the title of it is called The Dread of Fear. So stay tuned. You're going to want to listen to that one. I hope you're fitting in fun in everything that you're doing.